Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya. Yeah, I keep taking Chaitanya classes. I'm getting Chaitanya thing. Okay. Anyway, since I started, I'll complete. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Which para, darling? 9th para, no?
Yes, Mataji. You have to start from Akrura was Krishna's uncle, Mataji. From that line, you have to start. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Sure. Yes, I see. Start. Hare Krishna. And whoever wants to read, please have your hand raised. And Shweta, do the next.
Mataji.
Revati Mataji, the next para, because yesterday you didn't have a chance, Shweta. Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone. Akrura was Krishna's uncle. Therefore, when he came back to Dwarka, Lord Krishna first of all gave him a welcome.
I can't hear you. Little louder and little slowly. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Aishi.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Now you can hear me?
Yeah, yes, dear.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Akrura was Krishna's uncle. Therefore, when he came back to Dwarka, Lord Krishna first of all gave him a welcome befitting a superior person. Krishna is the super soul in everyone and knows everything going on in everyone's heart. He knew everything that had happened in connection with Akrura's conspiracy with Satadhanava. Therefore, he smilingly began to speak to Akrura, addressing him as the chief among beneficent men. Krishna said, "My dear uncle, it is already known to me that the Samantaka jewel was left by Satadhanava with you. Presently, there is no direct claimant of the Samantaka jewel, for King Satyajit has no male issue. His daughter Satyabhama is not very eager for the jewel. Yet her expected son, as the grandson of Satyajit, would, after performing the regulatory principle of inheritance, be the legal claimant of the jewel." Lord Krishna indicated by this statement that Satyabhama was already pregnant and that her son would be the real claimant of the jewel and would certainly take it from Akrura. Krishna continued, "This jewel is so powerful that no ordinary male is able to keep it. I know that you are very pious in activity, so there is no objection to the jewels being kept with you. There is one difficulty, and that is my elder brother Sri Balaram does not believe my version that the jewel is with you. I therefore request you, O large-hearted one, to show me the jewel just once before before my other relatives, so that they may be pacified and reject various kinds of rumors. You cannot deny that the jewel is with you. Jewel is with you, because we can understand that you have enhanced your opulence and are performing sacrifices on an altar made of solid gold. The priorities of the jewel were known. Wherever the jewel remained, it would produce for the keeper more than 2 mounds of pure gold daily. Akrura was getting gold in that proportion and distributing it profusely as sacrificial performances. Lord Krishna cited Akrura's lavishly spending gold as positive evidence of his possessing the Samantaka jewel. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So basically, Akrura, Krishna is Paramatma. He knows Akrura is, of course, his mama, but he also understands that he's only having the jewel, right? And there's lots of conspiracy which is going on. So he also says the rightful owner of this jewel is none but my son, who is going to be born out of Satyabhama, because the stone was originally with Satyabhama's father. And he also says that nobody is as powerful as you in terms of, being pious. So you definitely can own the jewel, but just agree that you're having the jewel so that Balram also, and me both will, the entire world, we don't want the story to go on like that. So he just wants him to admit the fact that the jewel with him. And he continues the story. So let's see what Akrura is going to do further. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Shweta, go ahead and read this. And next para, you start Revati Mataji again.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna everyone. When Lord Krishna, in friendly terms and sweet language, impressed Akrura about the real fact, and Akrura understood that nothing could be concluded from the knowledge of Sri Krishna. He brought out the valuable jewel covered by cloth but shining like the sun and presented it before Krishna. Lord Krishna took the Shamantaka jewel in his hand and showed it to all his relatives and friends present, and then returned the jewel to Akrura in their presence so that they would know that the jewel was actually being kept by Akrura in Dwarka city. This story of the Shamantaka jewel is very significant. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that anyone who hears the story of Shamantaka jewel or describes it or simply remembers it will be free from all kinds of defamation and the reactions of impious activities, and thus will attain the highest perfectional condition of peace. Hare Krishna Mataji,
Thank you
Dandavad
so much.
Pranam.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Very nicely read. And finally, you found the Samarthya jewel. So after that, Akrura realizes, because it's very evident, the entire altar becomes gold because every day it produces tons of gold, right? Though he uses it for yagna, it is also said that the purpose of that has to be taken care. Now with this is taken care. Okay. So finally, he admits that jewelry and he says, "Thank you so much." And once again, Hare Krishna. So therefore, the whole thing is going. Right? So so Samantika jewel will, the entire thing will turn out to be like this. So everybody who remembers this concept, right, or hears the story is considered to be very spiritual. Also, he brings the Samantika jewel and presents it, and that's all Krishna asks. He doesn't want to take the jewel back. And so this is supposed to be very nice. So the Samantika jewel is a very important episode in Srimad Bhagavatam. So with this, we will move to the new chapter, which is chapter 58, Five Queens Married by Krishna. So every time people talk about marriage, right? Krishna married how many women? How many wives does Krishna have?
5.
Sorry? Not just 5. So you will check and put it in chat.
Actually, 16 are there, Mataji.
16,000. So there is a story behind everything, right?
Yes,
So
Mataji.
who's the first wife of Krishna? Whom did he marry first?
Rukmini,
Right, Haribol, very nice. Rukmini. And second?
Satyabhama,
Third?
Jambavati.
Haribol, very nice. And now 5 more he marries. So these are the 8. So let's, these are the 8 principal wives. So let's try and read any one story. Out of the 5, I think we'll cover one story today. So chapter 58, 5 queens married by Krishna. Revati Mataji, please start. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much. As mentioned in the last chapter, there was a great rumor that the 5 Pandava brothers, along with the mother, Kunti, had died. According to the plan of the sons of Dhritarashtra, in a fire accident in the house of Lac in which they were living. And then the 5 brothers were detected at the marriage ceremony of Draupadi. So another rumor spread that the Pandavas and their mother were not dead. It was a rumor, but actually it was so. They returned to their capital city, Hastinapura, and people saw them face to face. When this news was carried by Krishna and Balarama, Krishna wanted to see them personally, and therefore he decided to go to Hastinapura. This time, Krishna visited Hastinapura in state as a royal prince, accompanied by his commander-in-chief, Yuyudhana, and by many other soldiers. He had not actually been invited to visit the city, yet he wanted to see the Pandavas out of his affection for his great devotees. He visited the Pandavas without warning, and all of them got up their respective seats as soon as they saw him. Krishna is called Mukunda because as soon as one comes in constant touch with Krishna or sees him in full Krishna consciousness, one immediately becomes free from all material anxieties. Not only that, but one is immediately blessed with all spiritual bliss. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So what happens is Krishna visits Hastinapur, right? So why? Because there are rumors. The first rumor said that all of them died. Second rumor said, which was actually true, that they were all alive. Now he wanted to, understand himself, and he went with Yuyudhana. Yuyudhana is the commander-in-chief of what's called the Narayani Sena, which fought against the Krishna group, right? Pandavas actually did not opt for Narayani Sena. They opted for Krishna. So Yuyudhana is the chief commander who fought on behalf of them. That is, Dhritarashtra and the Kauravas. And Krishna just decided this time with the royal thing, he took his entire team and visited the Pandavas. So let's see what happens after this. Yeah, who's going to read this? Whoever has not read, would you like to read? Yes, Kukumataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Receiving Krishna, the Pandavas were enlivened just as if awakened from consequences or loss of life. When a man is lying unconspicuous, his sense and the different part of his body are inactive. But when he regains his consequences, the
Consciousness, ma'am.
consciousness sense immediately become active. Similarly, the Pandavas received Krishna as if they had just regained their consequences, and so they were very much enlivened. Lord Krishna embraced every one of them, and by the touch of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Pandavas immediately become freed from all reaction of material contaminations, and were therefore smiling in spiritual bliss. By seeing the face of Lord Krishna, everyone was transcendently satisfied. Lord Krishna, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was playing the part of ordinary human being, and thus he immediately touched the feet of Yudhishthira and Bhima because they were his two older cousins. Arjuna embraced Krishna as a friend of the same age, whereas the two younger brothers, namely Nakul and Sahadeva, touched the lotus feet of Krishna to show him respect. After an exchange of greeting, according to the social etiquette befitting on the position of the Pandavas and Lord Krishna. Krishna was offered an exalted seat when he was comfortably seated. The newly married Draupadi.
Hare Krishna.
किधर गया?
Young and very beautiful.
Here, Mataji.
Young and very beautiful in her natural feminine gracefulness came before Lord Krishna to offer her respectfully greeting. The Yadavas who accompanied Krishna to Hastinapura were also very respectfully received. specifically Satyaki or Yudhana was also offered a nice seat in this way when everyone else was properly seated.
Hare Krishna.
The five brothers took their seat near Lord Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So very clearly he went without warning. That is what used to be done in olden days, right? I had a friend who had, I mean, I still have a friend, but she had come from Australia, and I was going to my mom's place, right? So I just told her. She asked me, "Did you inform her? Did you tell her when?" I said, "No, no. On the way we'll inform." She said, "You have not even informed." I said, "No. How can you visit?" So today the situation is even to visit your own parents' place, you need so many approvals. But those days things were different. We could just walk into anybody's place, and that's exactly what Krishna did. He did not give any notice and just showed up, right? However, how did they welcome him? With warm welcome they gave. They were so happy. They made him sit. Krishna literally went and hugged each other. Draupadi got herself, I mean, she knows Krishna, of course, and she took his blessing. So this used to be the scene over there. So that is the greatness with between those days and now. So, so all of them are sitting. Oh, it's a long chapter. Too many wives, right? So all of them are sitting there, and after that, what happens? Krishna is going to see. Now, the next time, that is tomorrow, we will see their meeting with the brothers, right? With this, we'll end this session. Thank you so much, and sorry I delayed by 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mataji, for wonderful class.
Patitanam Pavani Vaishnavi
Patitanam Pavani Vaishnavi
Anantakoti
Namo
Vaishnavi
Antakoti
Srila
Vaishnavi ki
Prabhupada
jai.
ki jai, Namacharya
Prabhupada ki
Harinasa.
jai, Namacharya Harinasa
Hare
Thakur
Krishna,
ki
Hare
jai.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare